Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek, and today we're going to take a look at 4 coins that have been graded by PCGS. All of them are gold coins, and most of them are the older green labeled coins. We're going to take a look, and you get to guess the grade. And we'll start with this um, really pretty $20 gold piece. I always like it when you get kind of the orange color in there, in that gold. Turns kind of a nice orange. Don't get distracted. There are some scratches on the case, so that's something that you want to take into consideration as you look at the coins. And let's take a closer look. Once again, taking a close look can be a little deceptive sometimes. What I like about this coin is the open fields back here behind the hair. Really clean. A couple big marks above her head. Some chatter on the cheek and in front of the face, but it's really not that heavy of chatter. When you look at it with the naked eye, you'll see it is very clean, a very clean coin. And then on the reverse, these ones get a little bit harder to grade. A lot of the contact marks get hidden amongst all the details and design. There's so much detail and design on these coins that it can be very difficult to see all the contact marks. So anyway, that's a very lovely coin in one of the older green holders. $20 gold piece. You can put down what grade you think it is or should be. Here's a 1932 $10 Indian. We'll take a look at this for a little bit here. So these are really tricky to grade because the difference between AU and UNC is very hard to tell. I always like to look at it first with the naked eye and rotate it a whole bunch to see how the luster flows, how much luster is on the coin, if there's any real breaks in the luster. And the place where you will get the difficulty in telling the difference between a 60 and a 58 usually is right on that breast of the eagle up there. And so I don't want to give anything away here, but it's just very hard to tell sometimes on that. So as we're looking close, though, you'll see some of the chatter up above the E pluribus unum. Lots of little breaks in the luster. Once again, the slab's a little dirty right there in the center. Off to the side here, a lot of chatter behind the eagle. And then we'll look up close here. Also, quite a bit of chatter on the in the open field area. And I always like to look at the open fields to see. The headdress, usually it's hard to see. There'll be lots of little contact marks. But it's really those open fields that help you designate what the grade is. Overall, very nice, pleasing coin. This is the old Rattler case. You see how thin these guys are? Thin and compact compared to the more modern ones. You can see they're much shorter, a lot thinner. And I don't know if this one will rattle. That's the sound of the coin rattling. That's why they're called Rattlers. Real lovely Saint-Gaudens. Beautiful coin. Common date, I think we got a 1927 here. And what's fun is the luster on these really makes those rays radiate from the sun there at the bottom. And overall, nice looking coin. Lots of little contact marks scattered in there. Just like the $20 gold piece, the Liberty piece, these Saints, it's really hard to tell the grade of a coin based on the reverse unless you have any big distracting marks, because there's just so much design going on there. You're usually not going to see as many contact marks. A lot of what you're looking for is going to be those open fields and how lustrous are they, and if there's any marks on them. And then also, you know, if there's any big distracting marks on the on Lady Liberty herself. She's pretty clean. These fields are very, very clean. Really nice coin there. Last, I do have a another $10 gold piece. This is a 10 Liberty, so we kind of have a modern type set of gold coins. A 10 Liberty, a 10 Indian, and a 20 Lib and a 20 Saint. Really lustrous. It has a lot of real fine chatter to it, so you'll see lots of little tiny marks, you know, microscopic marks all throughout the field. I say microscopic, even though you can see them. You can see them with the eye, but they're not big marks on that. And this is the 1906 from the Denver Mint, which is kind of fun because there's not a lot of gold coins from the Denver Mint. Very lustrous, real nice fields. We'll take a closer look. And a little bit of corrosion spot there on the eagle's wing. That's something that I didn't notice without the magnifying glass. Nice sharp Denver Mint. And then we've got real clean fields all the way around. Now sometimes it's really hard to judge a grade on these unless you've seen a lot of them, because really grading is about averages. You know, I mean, when you talk about what a grade is, sometimes they'll talk about, well, this is average, this is above average. And that's why you'll see different grades for different coins that look similar. So like an 1881 S Morgan, you can buy those in MS65 and they'll look like 67s because they're just gorgeous. And so anyway, this coin overall is very pleasing. Let's go with the reveal here on these guys. We'll do them in the order that I think they came across here. This 1900, where's Vanna White when you need her? MS64, great coin, great grade. Love the luster on this coin, and really, like I said before, these open fields being that clean is really what's going to get you a high grade on these. And then after that, the cheek. So in some ways, they grade similar to a Morgan dollar. And there's no real big distracting marks on the reverse. I like the coin. I like the grade. Very, very nice. The 1932. Let's see if we can. That is not elegant. All right. Oh, well, we got a 63 plus with a CAC. All right. So, you know, sometimes you'll hear me say that coins are undergraded. I don't usually say they're overgraded, just based on some of the stuff that we've looked at recently. I happen to think that this is a nice 63. It has a lot going on in the fields and on the cheek. To me, I didn't think it was clean enough to get a 64 or plus. And for them to CAC, the CAC is a little sticker there, just means that some other guy looked at it and he liked the grade. For him to, you know, CAC it at a 63 plus, I thought it's a little generous in my book, but that is okay. Let's see here. We've got 1927, and that didn't work. There we go. All right. MS62. So this coin, by today's grading standards, is definitely nicer than a 62. You know, a 63, maybe even a 4. Now, in the market today, though, because they all trade pretty close to the gold content, it's not really worth getting it recertified or spending the money on it. You'd have to have a coin jump to a 65 for it to make it worth your time to get it certified or to spend the money on it. Once again, if you like the coin, you just get it certified. Also, Mint State 62, this one, there's a lot of chatter in the fields, but overall, for eye appeal, if you line this up against a whole bunch of Mint State 62 $10 libs, you're going to be picking this one because this coin is really nice. I think it's probably easily a 3 and a point off. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. There's lots of fun coins to look at. Please subscribe to me by clicking on the button up here, and also feel free to watch some other videos by clicking on here. Thanks, I'm Ben the Coin Geek.